initiate vigilante mode.
What's going on, guys? Alright, it's getting a little chilly today. I am rocking this awesome Green Ranger shirt. I actually heard that there was like a little Green Ranger television series like in development or something like that with Jason David Frank, so I don't know, I'm interested to see where that goes. Anyway, we're actually talking about The Accountant today. It stars Ben Affleck, it's directed by Gavin O'Connor. You can see Gavin O'Connor's work in films like Warrior, in Pride and Glory, and a bunch of other films, and I like this filmmaker. I mean, for the most part, I'm definitely a fan. I love Warrior. I would say it's probably my favorite sports movie. This movie also includes Anna Kendrick, J.K. Simmons, has a pretty solid cast. John Barenthal, who I love. The movie is basically about a person on the autism spectrum, I guess more specifically Asperger's. He's basically a assassin to some extent. Not really an assassin precisely, he's more of a person who checks the books for like criminals and like big organizations and stuff like that. I don't want to give spoilers because there are some cool, nifty surprises in the movie. I definitely liked the cast, and I definitely thought that it was well acted. I think that Ben Affleck, he went from being one of the most maligned, critically panned actors in Hollywood to one of the most respected talents in the game today. I mean that as both director and actor. I think that he has definitely improved his like acting quality, and obviously I think it goes without saying that his directing is some of the best work in the last like decade of filmmaking. I think for the most part people are on the same page, like that he's doing a pretty solid job at playing Batman. I'm really enjoying like his version of Bruce Wayne. And I think there is some carryover of Bruce Wayne in this film. Not to say that there's like, it's like the same character, because I think that he clearly did a lot of work and research, and the behavior, I felt like it was very truthful, very honest, very realistic, and I definitely empathized with his character. I thought the premise was interesting. It reminds me of a book I read called Motherless Brooklyn. It's basically about a private sort of detective with Tourette syndrome. I would love to see even more of these kinds of movies with, you know, people with disabilities, not only addressing people with disabilities, but actually having like people with disabilities maybe play these characters. I think would be really, really cool. And that's not to say that that is a diminishing the quality of this film. The action in the movie I thought was stupendous. I really loved the fight choreography. I really loved the action sequences. I thought they were all pretty well done. It wasn't too much or too little. I felt like it was fairly well balanced. I wasn't really expecting it to be like a Bourne movie, although there was some similarities with Bourne. Alright, some of the things I wasn't crazy about. I feel like for the most part this movie was pretty like flatline. Not that it was boring, but I just felt like it just didn't have like, I wanted it to have a little bit more energy to it. Dull is not the right word, but it was not exciting either. I also didn't really feel that the stakes were particularly that high in any moment. I didn't feel like anybody was really ever in jeopardy. I also felt like there were some characters in the movie that I thought were perhaps slightly superfluous, because I just didn't really see like the arc carry over into like the culmination of the film. I'm speaking namely of this character whose name I don't remember, and I don't know the actor's name either. She wasn't bad in the film, but she just didn't really like add anything to the story or the narrative that much. Like the movie kind of opens up with her story and then like it kind of forgets about her throughout the rest of the movie. J.K. Simmons' character was similar, although I felt like he had a little bit more gravitas to him. And there were other little tidbits like here and there that just didn't like add up to me, which is funny because it's a movie about like accounting. Like overall the plot was just a little disconnected from itself, because it like had this accounting thing, like this guy's an accountant for like criminals and terrorists and all these things, but he's like also like a vigilante, and then he's also like a savant, and then he's also like all these things. Like they were great ideas, but like in the same movie just didn't quite like mesh together. Overall, I actually did enjoy this movie. I think it's better than like a lot of like sort of the Rotten Tomatoes score. I'm gonna give this movie a... That's my review of The Accountant. Did you see it? What did you think about it? Leave a comment down below, let me know. Do you think Ben Affleck is doing better in his career? I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Live by Night. I think that one will be probably the more palpable one because it's like his movie as well. And the last movie that he directed that he was in won Best Picture. So don't forget, Sheet's coming out soon. I'm gonna try to splice together like a little bit of like a trailer. I can't make it too long because the movie's only like 7 minutes. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to Vigilante Mode Reviews. It really helps me out. We're almost at 100 subscribers. I'm at 80 right now. Help out the cause. Help out the Vigilante. Like pages on Facebook at Sheet Short Film, at Vigilante Mode Productions, Twitter at Haynes Jordan, Instagram at Vigilante Mode. And until next time,
Vigilante Mode.